line, crossing the line.
From an early age, Jan Edwards would experience psychic messages. We join her today for another exciting edition of Crossing the Line.
Might be dead as a dodo, stiff as a board and decomposing. Tag on my toe, I will haunt you for all time. Crossing the line.
Hello! Welcome! I'm Jan Edwards, the messenger, the go-between, the Pulitzer Prize twice nominated clairvoyant. Many of us, all too often, take our loved ones for granted. Many of us never get the chance to say goodbye. I'm sorry. I love you. You ruined my life. Contact with the spiritual world is sometimes the only way we can find strength and inner peace. I'm joined today by Jody Brody and her brother Cody for a private reading. So let's go. Cross the line. Okay, I do want to acknowledge there's a female vibration coming through. It's a significant older female.
My mom?
Is she passed?
No.
No. It's mine. Ma, I'm doing a reading here. Yes, I've eaten. Ma, later. Yes, 2 bagels and a latke. Okay, Ma, you gotta go. Okay, bye-bye. I love you. I love you. I love you more. Okay, you love me more. You gotta go. Okay. No, you go. 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 And we're crossing the line.
You join me, Professor Lionel Stitch, as I continue my journey into the lives of those with CWS and those affected by it. I was at superstar Bobby Dallas's house in California, discussing his fans and their illness. To track these people down is easy. To gain their confidence is another matter entirely. Suddenly, out of nowhere, 3 of them appeared on the doorstep. Literally. Margaret Murphy, a care worker, and her 2 friends, Ginny and Louise, have made a special 3-day pilgrimage from County Dumdydum in Ireland. They wait for a glimpse of their idol. They have a long wait ahead of them. Bobby and his wife Kay are well aware of these 3 devotees. 4 hours later, I try to start up a conversation with Margaret about her hero. Margaret, do you have any Bobby Dallas collectibles?
157 autographs enough for you?
No, receipts don't count.
They're not receipts, Ginny, thank you very much. They've got its signature on them.
The receipts?
Margaret did in fact get his bank account details from these discarded receipts and was prosecuted.
Sit up, Louise. You were in charge of Louise today.
I asked about it. Wasn't that how you ended up in court?
We can't talk about that because it's private. We're not allowed. It's private. End of. End.
Another 4 hours had passed. Bobby, for a split second, appeared at the window. Louise spotted him.
Jesus.
Margaret missed it. They wait. They wait. They wait.
Crossing the line.
Okay, I do want to acknowledge, as a father figure coming through, he's making me feel like he is here, but I also want to acknowledge another male vibration coming through. It's a younger male, not a contemporary, standing to the side. Another brother, friend, lover, one night stand maybe. He's coming through the father, and they're making me feel like they're linked in some way, but they're not related. Does this make any sense?
Oh my God, it's Daddy.
Yeah. It's Daddy and Pierre.
Your father's showing me a flower. It's a tulip. Big tulip? Big tulips?
No. What does that mean?
Who's had the extensive surgery? The extensive reconstructive surgery in either like the facial or the sternum, chest, breast, bosom area, or both? It's both?
No, I can't think. Honey, who's dead who's had plastic surgery?
No, this person is not passed. She is here.
My mind is blank.
Oh, you said that. That's true. He also wants us to acknowledge November.
It's my birthday.
Happy 39th birthday from your daddy.
I'm 31.
You're 39.
31.
Oh, just give it up, Jody.
Who's Jaime? Homer? Home? It's like an H-O word. Homo?
Oh my God. That was Daddy's nickname for me.
Pablo?
Yes.
Paulo?
Yes.
Polly?
Yes.
Hey, it's all of them.
Yes.
Popular guy, huh?
Yes.
Oh, they miss you a lot.
Oh God.
Are you a smoker? I'm seeing butts. A lot of butts. Your dad says quit while you're ahead. My mistake. Paulo says quit when you've got head. And they're pulling their energies back. Who's got the stylist?
Oh.
Honey, you need to get one too.
Yes.
Crossing the line.
Crossing the Line will be back after these messages.
You put your heart on the line. You put your dream in the clouds. You put your head in the sand. Love, peace, war. What's it all about? You put your left leg in, your left leg out. In, out, in, out. Shake it all about.
Do the Hokey Cokey, the new fragrance by Melvin Moran. That's what it's all about.
Margaret and her friends clearly have celebrity worship syndrome. She showed me where they slept. They had in fact set up camp at the rear entrance to Bobby Dallas's home. Bobby privately refers to them as his front row freaks. Do you think it's necessary to be the first to arrive at his concerts?
Oh, it's as important to Bobby as it is to us that we're in the front. As soon as he comes out on that stage, you can see him searching for us, frantically.
So, would you say you and Bobby were friends?
Yes. Best friends. Best friends. When I'm down in the dumps, he is the only one that can cheer me up.
And me.
Shut up, Ginny! And you, Louise, you stupid shite. Sorry about that.
I wanted to get into her mind. I needed to ask her about Bobby's wife. I knew she must have an intense hatred for her. Margaret, isn't Kay Dallas the president of Bobby's fan club?
Yes, unfortunately. And I know for a fact that she doesn't give us half the merchandise that the other fans get. Now, Ginny here is one mug short of a full set, aren't you, Ginny?
What?
See?
It's been well documented that Kay had been seriously injured, almost killed, by a hit-and-run driver. Kay is convinced that Margaret Murphy was behind the wheel. With no witnesses, only a confession would lead to a conviction.
Kay! Now, there's a woman. Kay Dallas has the capacity of mind to pull someone's eyelids very tight, like that, very tight, and take a razor blade and make little cuts down the eyelids, little razor blade cuts down each one, so that the pain would be so intense, so brutal, that you just die from the agony. She's the kind of woman that would think something up like that.
Is this just a harmless care worker from County Dumpty-Dum? Later that day, I finally found an opportunity to talk to Louise.
I said, look at me. That is...
Louise, have you ever spoken to Bobby? Louise? Louise? Is she okay?
Oh, she's fine. She's just having a piss.
Has Louise ever spoken at all? Margaret was still avoiding most questions. I try again. This time, Eureka. Is this the first time you've been to Bobby's house?
Oh no, we've been many times before.
Before the restraining order?
It's very emotional. I've only ever seen it from my car window across the road when it was really, really dark and the view's a bit crap through night vision goggles. Oh, I can remember him popping his little head out of that window and yelling at us.
We were becoming friends. Does he know you're here?
No, it's a big surprise. So don't blab. In the past, we've had to inform the local police and his lawyers that we were going to be within 50 feet of him.
What happened between you and Kay?
Listen, it was all a terrible misunderstanding. What it was Kay, Bobby's wife, bit of a gold digger. She got it into her jealous little head that I was trying to kill her. I mean, it wasn't my fault that she ran out of the house screaming like a banshee, and in my total shock, I must have slammed my foot down hard as you like on the gas pedal, crushing her little stick-thin legs like two spindly grasshopper legs, and fracturing her spine. Seems silly now.
On completion of the filming of this documentary, my footage was impounded by the authorities in Los Angeles. Margaret Murphy was arrested for the attempted murder of Kay Dallas. She was eventually convicted on February 13th, 2002, Bobby Dallas's birthday. During the making of this program, Louise Fitzpatrick met and married Bobby's gardener. They now run a multi-million-dollar landscape gardening business in San Bernardino and live happily together with their 3 sons, Carlos Pedro, Roberto Fernando, and Gippo. Ginny McGinty returned from what I can now reveal was a 2-year assignment working undercover for the CWS Research Center at Exeter University. She was awarded a fellowship and an Oscar nomination for Best Performance in a Documentary. She is now known as Dr. Ginny McGinty Stitch. Aren't you, darling?
We rejoin Jan Edwards for
Passing the line, passing the line.
In my line of work, I feel it's important to relay meaningful messages from those who have passed. Messages that cross the line. Sometimes we need to find a strength and an inner peace from our loved ones. Those so dear that we have loved and lost. Ma! You know, sometimes we can't choose who logs onto the worldwide dead. Join me next time in Crossing the Line.
You know, it was emotional, but incredible.
Oh my God, it's Daddy.
Yes, it's Daddy and Pierre.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't spoken to my dad in over 11 years.
We haven't spoken to Daddy since he died.
Yeah.
Who's had the extensive surgery? The extensive reconstructive surgery?
Honey, who's dead who's had plastic surgery? And I mean, the facial and reconstructive surgery, I'll have to ask around the family about that. I don't know who that could be. But my birthday, that was amazing. Daddy gave me tulips. By the way, I am 31.
But you know, I mean, when Jan was saying about Pablo and Paulie, it was just incredible.
Paolo says quit when you've got head.
Yes, okay. I mean, that totally validated it for me.
Yeah, and the butt thingy, I mean, so great for Cody.
Yeah, it was great. And hearing my nickname, you know, after all these years.
Home. It's like an H-O word. Homo.
Just incredible.
And the stylist thing, Jan just totally crossed the line.
Yeah, she definitely crossed the line.
Jan Edwards accepts no responsibility for any injuries sustained, demonic possessions, accidental poltergeistical activity, or loss of life during the opening of spiritual channels. Any offense caused to persons living or past is purely transcendental. Crossing the Line is filmed in front of a live and dead studio audience.
And just wanted to say quickly, we went to see a psychic yesterday. Famed psychic Suzanne Wayman. She was amazing.
Yeah, she was incredible. It was incredible.
She told me that I'm never gonna get married. It's kind of weird because like I already am. And what other stuff did she say?
Oh, just, you know, like, just like really crazy stuff.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's his work? Yes.
Did you go and see Suzanne as well?
Who?
You know, famed psychic Suzanne.
Honey, I'm doing a reading in there.
Oh.
God, she is such a bitch. You know, she had my favorite Katie Lang.
Who hasn't?